Alright, we're working on comparing fractions today, and I want to give you two kind of methods or two models here you could use to compare fractions. The first is with the model or picture. So I've got on the blog for you today this same thing we used yesterday where you were looking at equivalent fractions, but we've just kind of set it up a little differently. Here I created a half and a half, and you'll see that they're equal, right? We know that. If we change this perhaps to a third, and then change this to a quarter, now we can compare. We see on our number line that the blue third is bigger than the quarter. We see visually the blue third is bigger than a quarter. We could change this to, change this to a fifth, and now we can compare again. We've got a fifth down on the left. We've got a third up on the right. 2/5 we see is bigger. 3/5 is bigger. So this is just one way to kind of compare, is to again use that visual we introduced yesterday. Another way is to get to the math there. Now we were just looking at a third and 3/5. So if we take that same question and we wanted to show that, we could say symbolically or mathematically, 1/3 and 3/5. 3/5. So the way to do it is to use a common denominator. This is our method, right? And the easiest way to do that, we're looking for a multiple. So the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's our common denominator. You might be thinking too, we could have just done this, Steve, and we would have got it, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes this will give you a bigger multiple than the lowest common multiple, least common multiple, but often it works. Either way, we're going to use 15. So we want to turn this into something over 15, and we want to turn this into something over 15 because we're using a common denominator. So the way to do that, the way to kind of make that change, is to multiply this fraction by 5 on the top and the bottom. So we get that a third is equal to 5/15. On this side, sorry, we've got 5/15 on that side, it's our new fraction. On the right, we had 3/5, and we want to go now from fifths to 15ths. So we can multiply by 3. If we're going to multiply by 3 on the bottom, we have to multiply by 3 on the top, so we get 9/15 as our new fraction on the right. Now we can compare these, and we would use this symbol to say that 5/15 is less than 9/15. And I often kind of visualize for myself a little sort of alligator or whatever, if you will, in there. The big side, Pac-Man, the big side, the mouth, it opens to the bigger number. All right? So there's our comparison. We see that 9/15 bigger than 5/15, or we could say that 3/5 is bigger than 1/3. Just another example for you, just to throw one more at you. Let's say we were doing perhaps just a half and 7/8. This one may be even a little more straightforward because we're looking for the lowest common multiple. That's our method, or common denominator, we could say. Multiples of 2 in this case: 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, we've got 8, 16, and so on. But right away you see that 8's going to work. So we can make this guy into something out of 8. This guy's going to stay. So we'll multiply by 4, top and bottom here. We'll make 4/8. Now we're comparing 4/8 to 7/8, and we would say again 4/8 is less than 7/8. All right, 7/8 is a bigger fraction. Your assignment today, we're looking at 4.3. And remember, we're doing odd questions, so we can check our work in the back. I'm going to say choose 7 questions at 4.3 today. Good luck. Thanks, guys.